You know who I be, they call me Slapside. I play that Call of Duty, schooling all the newbies. If you down to learn, then go and press play, cause I'm only down aiming for that first place.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Slapside, and first and foremost, I would love to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody because I finally hit 2,000 subscribers. It really means a lot, guys. It's like a really big accomplishment. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, I just pretty much graduated to the 2,000 range, and now I got to get my master's degree and get my 3,000 views or 3,000 subscribers, and it just really means a lot. You know, I really appreciate every subscriber, especially the ones that are like really like active on my comments and stuff like that and really view my stuff. And I just don't know why, like, my last video kind of got a lot more views than my other videos. I don't know, it just depends on the gameplay, I guess, and I guess it depends on the commentaries or something. But in this particular commentary, I want to talk about why Halo 4 is not going to be monetizable, and the reason why, but the reason why, guys, is because it is Microsoft. It's Microsoft that's not allowing this to happen. But I could understand it, because if you have a competitor, which is gonna, you know what the competitor is? Yeah, it's Microsoft versus Google. Okay, so listen, Microsoft hates Google. Let's just put it that way. Microsoft hates Apple. Let's put it that way. Microsoft hates the world. I'm just kidding. They don't hate the world, but Microsoft wants to dominate the technology. So you think about it, like, if you really think about it, Microsoft is like, okay, let's make a scheme where, like, you can't have none of my shit. So they make the games, they make exclusive games like Alan Wake, they make Halo 4. So I don't know who's calling the shots, but pretty much, you know, Microsoft said to Google, they said, hey man, you can't make any money off my video game. So sorry, Google, because Google runs all the monetization on YouTube, all the monetization, advertisements, whatever. They're the biggest, you know, bang for the buck on the internet. So you just gotta know that Google runs all the advertisements. So Microsoft is like, no, I don't want my video games to get money from Google. I don't want Google to have any of the money. So that's the reason why, you know, Microsoft doesn't want to let that happen or allow that to happen. So, you know, all these people on Twitter just talking about like, oh, Halo 4, man, not being monetizable. Nah. Okay, just get real, guys. You know, this is a business, and when money's involved and they can't come to agreement on, you know, the money, it just doesn't work. So it's all business, and I don't know why everyone's complaining about it. Like, oh man, it just shows you that these people just care about the money too much. All the people on machinima, all the people on that are doing, you know, partnerships and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't care about that. I just want to keep it real and 100 and let everybody know, because I ain't selling out, man. You know, a lot of people that do this shit, they just do it because of the money. And you know, I started this thing because I believed that my gameplay was good and I got something to say to y'all, and this is how I reach out to the crowd. And this is just my 2 cents, guys, and this is solely based off of my opinion. And I'm not saying that, you know, this is what's real, but from what I've seen with Microsoft in the last decade at least. If you guys don't know this, do you remember that browser called Netscape Navigator? Well, pretty much back in the days, to run a browser on your computer, you had to pay monthly. And look at Navigator now. Where's Netscape Navigator? We don't know what it is anymore, right? Because pretty much Microsoft took the idea of the Netscape Navigator and they implemented that browser into Windows XP or Windows into Windows. Yeah, they took that browser and they put it into their operating system, and then now you were able to have a browser for free, but you still had to have an internet provider or whatever. But you know, that pretty much changed everything, because if you look back in the days, AOL, Netscape Navigator, you had to pay monthly just for their services of using a browser. And you know, today the reason why we have browsers for free is because of that thing that Microsoft did, that little trickery they did, and they actually went to court for that. They had to pay a lot of like fines and all that, and it was just a big deal, you know. So Microsoft definitely revolutionized the internet forever. And then, you know, you get Google making the first search engine. You know, it's something big, you know, that really rules the world. And you just think about it, Microsoft tried to make Bing, B-I-N-G, this other kind of search engine, and Bing cannot compare to Google. You know, they always say like Bing is getting more people to search on it, but I use Google. I got the Google Chrome on, you know. I don't even use Mozilla Firefox anymore. I use Chrome because Chrome is just really working so efficient, and Google's really rising to the top and just really making things happen, guys. I think that Google is just an empire that's going to take over the internet, and it's already proven because, man, pretty soon if Google ever comes out with a solid operating system, sorry Microsoft. Well, not sorry Microsoft. Microsoft is always going to rule the business area, and that's just the way it's going to be. But you know, it's all about business, guys. Microsoft does not want any money going to Google that's coming out of their productions, that's coming out of their creativity. You know, it just makes sense. So like I said, all the people tweeting out about this, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, you guys sound like a bunch of like people that want more money, and I can understand that. You know, we all want money, and that's what it's about. So I think it's kind of greedy on Microsoft's side too, because if you look at the way Microsoft designs their products, it's only compatible with their systems. It's not compatible with other systems. Like if you look at the PS3 controller, that wire they use, that USB to the small port, like that's just average standard universal wires, you know. And then when you look at the way that Microsoft produces their products, they always have like a certain kind of patent or whatever you may say, a certain design that's only compatible with their system. So it just shows you that Microsoft is just a pretty stingy, you know, company. And you know, I don't really mind. They make really great products, but what can I say, man? I mean, it's all business, and you know, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised at the fact that you can't monetize their exclusive games. I mean, it's just the way it is, and you know, if that's what they want to do, it is what they want to do, because they're competing with Google, and you know, it's all about the money, man. And it's crazy why it's like that, and it's crazy how, like, you know, gaming has come to this. You know, it used to be about who was beast and you were beast or whatever, but now it's about who got the most views, who's making the most money. That's what makes a great player nowadays. It's just a big loophole, and like I don't know what happens to real commentators out there, but big shout out to the ones that are just keeping it real. And I know you guys are still small channels. I'm a small channel, and I just want to make sure, you know, you guys are doing good. But yeah, thanks again for 2K. Peace out, y'all.